So I started a new anime, and I'm going to tell you right now. I know there are several episodes that have already been released. I don't do subtitles. I only do dub. And also, this anime is not safe for work. Absolutely not. No, no. Oh my god, no. Season 1, episode 1. Start off the episode with this woman, Elphia, walking into a clinic, okay? And she is like, "Hey, I need to lose weight so I can get home." Okay? I came here, I've gained weight, and the weight I have gained is preventing me from returning home. Help me. And the guy's like, "You have crystal blue eyes. Why are you wearing a beanie covering up your ears?" But okay, sure. Elphia also mentions that she is having lower back pain. So, first day, first episode, she goes to get a massage. Dude's like, "Okay, take off your jacket, lay face down." She proceeds to act like this is Girls Gone Wild. And then, as she is getting her massage, you could tell she's never gotten a massage before. And when I say this is not safe for work, I mean this is not safe for work. My pearls were clutched. After the massage, if that's what you want to call it, all right, her beanie slipped, so her ears are now showing. So now Homeboy knows, oh my god, she is a real life fucking elf. And that's when Elphia explains to him, yeah, so it's just the interdimensional portal is very weight specific. So I have to weigh the same amount I weighed when I first went through it. But because of where I'm from, the food is shitty. They don't know nothing about seasoning. And because elves are mostly vegetarian, I come over here and french fries are the fucking best. This bitch loves her some french fries, and I'm not even mad at that. Nonetheless, she immediately starts working out. Although after her first workout session, she decides, hey, I completed this track run. Let me pull out some fries and start munching on them. Again, not mad at her, but like, girl, that's kind of counterproductive. Some time passes. Elphia loses the weight. Girl is back to her original weight. All right. Her and Homeboy have this really sweet, touching goodbye. And she leaves. She goes home. He goes back to work. He goes to take a lunch because at this point it's been a little bit. All right. He's like, it's all good. Elphia went home. I haven't had fast food in a while. He goes in. He's still thinking to himself. He sits down. Guess who is sitting right next to him? Backing it up. What the fuck? It's Elphia. And then Elphia's like, yo, yeah. What, you thought it was hard? Just world hopping? No, it's super duper easy. Like, bitch, excuse. So y'all had this touching goodbye. You made it seem like you were never gonna see this man again. And now you're back. And not only are you back, but now you're back because now it's super easy to lose weight. Bitch, no, that is actually really unhealthy. But it's at this point we start to see, so there's a bunch of elves and mythical, I'm have to assume mythical, otherworldly creatures on the planet with us. Like I said, I know there are several episodes that have already been released, but again, I only do dubbed. But from what I can tell, just from this first episode, it definitely does give an insight of the struggles of weight loss and dieting, at least for now. My opinion, okay? But we'll see what happens next week. Plus Size Elf, Season 1, Episode 2. Let's get into it. Start off the episode with the guy, the human, as Elphia calls him, going to the store being like, hey, movie night, need some popcorn. And it's there at the store where he runs into Elphia again, and Elphia is like, I have to legally, by law, eat french fries. I don't want to be a criminal. And the dark elf that's working at the grocery store is like, that's a lie. And then they get into it. Obviously, there's some bad blood between the two elven clans. Don't know what that's about. But it's there where the dark elf is like, hey, so could you help me tone up, tighten up a little bit? Because, as a dark elf, what we use to do magic with, it's too small for me. And when I tell you this anime is not safe for work, I mean it is not safe for work. Lil Buddy agrees to help the dark elf tone up, okay? he starts out by giving her a calf massage. And again, you could tell these women have never had a massage a day in their lives. He proceeds to give her some tips to help her work out, tone up, even while she's on a clock. The next day, he's walking and he runs into, I have to assume it's a subclass of elf. I don't know. She got the pointy ears, but she's like floral, okay? Like, I can't remember the name of the species of elves, but sunlight flower. Okay, she has a flower on her head. It's growing bigger. Why? Photosynthesis, okay? So her flower keeps getting bigger. It's causing strain on her body, and she needs help. So homeboy is like, what can I do? He gets her a brace for her back, okay, to help her posture. And it's like, oh, and also take this umbrella. So, on days when the sun is especially intense, your flower will be okay. It won't get any bigger and it'll be less strain on your back. So yeah, that was episode 2. These episodes are only like 12 minutes long. I thought they would be longer. But they're not. Again, not safe for work. But again, I feel like it's a good anime. It gives basic tips to living a better, healthier life. And I'm not even mad at that. We need more of that. Plus Size Elf, Season 1, Episode 3. Let's get into it. Kick off the episode with rumors being told of an alleged ogre in a sauna. Elphia turns up at, I guess it's the gym or wellness center. I don't know. Either way it goes, there is a sauna and also a bath. And at the bath is where she runs into the dark elf. There's a little bit of body shaming going on, which, ladies, mirrors. And also, no, 2025, we don't body shame. Anyways, they both end up going to the sauna because, one, they're both scared. They don't want to run into the ogre by themselves. They both end up at the sauna, and there they meet Olga, the ogre. I tell you, the writing on this is kind of lazy, a little bit. Olga then explains why she is in need of the sauna. She likes beer. Nothing wrong with that. I personally don't drink anymore, but that's her thing. Not mad at her. After the sauna, they're walking, all right, Elphia and the human, as she calls them, okay, and they run into, it's a mermaid. I mean, goddamn it. At this point, we should know. Whatever person human runs into is going to be a mythical creature, all right? They're at a fish stall. Obviously, it's a goddamn mermaid. Shocker. Well, the mermaid, I actually don't remember her name. She's having muscle loss for like in her arms or whatever. Also, there's this potion that she drinks that's like she makes in their world that give her human legs. In our world, it looks like to be hot sauce. I don't know the translation of what is on said sauce packet, but it is a condiment. Pretty sure it's hot sauce. But it gives her human legs for 5 hours, so who am I to judge? I don't know magic. Anyways, Elphia is the one to actually give this mermaid the healthy advice that she is in need of. So yay, Elphia. I wish that she could take that knowledge and implement it into her own lifestyle so as to not obsessively engorge herself on french fries. But again, I love some fries too, so maybe again I should probably shut the fuck up. But yeah, that was episode 3. Again, all these episodes are like 11-12 minutes long. I would like to amend my previous statements, okay? When I said this was not safe for work, I was ill-informed. This anime would actually be outlawed in Texas. It's that bad. Be prepared. Plus Size Elf, Season 1, Episode 4. Start off the episode with a dog, some random dog, crumb snatching. So you can already assume it's some mythical creature. Cut to Elphia and human jogging, and Elphia is being awfully holier than thou because the other two decided not to go jogging, but yet she did. The dog comes up to Elphia after her run. Why? Because Elphia has a french fry. The dog wants it. The human then proceeds to pet the dog very aggressively. I wouldn't have done it personally if I know so far every interaction I've had ends up being with a mythical creature. I would have never petted a random dog. Poof! The rando dog ends up being a werewolf. After human is able to help her with her weight loss struggle, she's like, join my pack. The werewolf, I'd never caught her name. and mentally in her head, she thinks that that human is more superior than her. Ergo, he is the alpha of her pack. Cut to them. I have to assume they're at some YMCA because they're at a pool and everyone is having a good time. They are enjoying it. The werewolf is like, I am an awesome swimmer. She can only doggy paddle very slowly. The two elves, Elphia and the dark elf, they can't swim at all. They sink straight to the bottom. While at the pool, the human runs into someone who he initially thought was his boss, and they look dead up alike. But no, it ends up being an orc. And Elphia and the dark elf, they're really into body shaming. Y'all have mirrors, right? But the orc, she seems very sweet, very nice. She loses the weight that she would like to lose. It's really what she's doing is she wants to master every dieting tip so that way the orcs will stop being called piggies. And I can respect that. The next day, she goes to Human's job and is spazzing out. Why? Because the pool is closed for renovations, and she gained that weight back real quick. I guess we'll see what happens next time.